Wayans.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Reach Around Radio.
Board out.
Oh, look at Togan giving up his
Oh, Marlon, you know what I want to ask you?
The only white man out, that's fine.
He ain't going nowhere, trust
He
me.
ain't going nowhere.
Right.
He owned all the equipment.
If he gonna take his equipment back with him. Give me my shit back.
You can have the headphones.
Yeah, we're on his dad's credit card.
Sennheiser, these ain't beat by Dre's.
Hysterical.
Absolutely not.
Anything else but
Ladies and gentlemen,
on the air.
Marlon Wayans in the building.
What's happening?
What's
How y'all
up?
doing?
Hey.
Good.
Now,
Y'all niggas got applause and everything.
Before, can I ask you a question, Marlon?
Oh, they got sound effects.
They got some real shit.
Damn.
They got even got people to call in.
Y'all even got the bodyguard interviewing niggas.
Marlon way downtown, bang.
Who little baby is this?
Hysterical.
For everybody to get your ass. You gonna engineer, mama. I don't know how to do. You gonna engineer, nigga. You play video games. You can engineer, little nigga.
Anybody here random and unrecognizable is one of Speedy's family members.
I see.
Hysterical.
Like the uncle that just got out of jail over there in the funeral jacket.
well, Marlon,
He got that jacket, you bury people in it.
hey, Marlon, I'm following the. You all right, though?
No, that was a great line.
I almost died on that one.
I was hiring family because, I used to work at your brother's show, so I know how it's done.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yes, good man. Good man. Hey, he used to work with us on Wayans Brothers.
He warmed up
I
back then?
forget that, huh?
Man, that was a great
Warming those
time.
crowds up. That was fun, man.
Great time.
He was warming up for you guys too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Speedy was making that money.
Yeah.
Then he went to jail, but
Yo, I heard a great. What's your real name?
Do not pass go.
Donald Caldwell.
Donald Coswell. I heard this story literally 2 days ago.
Story.
Motherfucker was telling this story. They were like, you was in jail, and the motherfucker walked up to you and was like, yo, man, is your name Donald Coswell?
Coswell.
What's the last name? Is your name Donald Caldwell? He was like, yeah. He said, nigga, there's another Donald Caldwell on the other yard. He was like, no, nigga, it ain't. He said, yes, it is. Nigga, come with me. And both of y'all walked across the yard of the jail, and you walked up, and he was like, Daddy? He's like, nigga, what are you doing? He said, nigga, what are you doing here? I told your ass never to come to jail. I told you never to come to jail. Is that a true story,
He
Speedy?
does have a son, Donald Caldwell.
hilarious.
Is that true?
Hilarious.
You look like little Donald Coswell, man.
All right, let me get a story.
I love this.
So
I just heard this 2 days ago.
it's like 1980.
9, another summer.
It's like 1983, 84. So Wayside.
Okay.
I'm in Wayside, and I'm in the lower part and the upper part. And my boy said, Donald Caldwell. I was like, yeah, here's another Donald Caldwell up the thing. I was like, looks just like that. I said, go with that. He said, no, serious shit. This is another Donald Caldwell. So I said, all right, let's roll up there. We can walk up to the hill.
You didn't know?
Nah. Because it's huge.
But hold on, nigga. You didn't know where your daddy was. Fuck that.
I didn't know he was there.
It was your
I
dad?
knew he was in jail. I didn't know.
No. I thought he was at home. But let me finish.
Nigga, he was at home.
So it was
But
your
finish
dad.
the story.
So it was your dad, not your son.
No, not my son. God, I said 83.
Speedy, you're old. I don't know.
Wow.
Donald was born in.
I don't know how old you
You didn't put a gunshot when you call him old.
It was daddy.
So anyway, so I go up
Daddy
there
Donald.
and sure it's my dad. I'm like, God damn. He's like, yeah, shit, motherfucking drinking and driving ain't no joke. so nigga, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
It's few motherfuckers. When you're on the yard, you go find you find a little buddy to hang with, so you niggas watch each other back.
Yeah.
It's me and my daddy. We
How long were both of y'all there?
2 weeks. He was there for 2
What were
weeks.
you there
Wow.
for?
Traffic tickets.
Wow.
Because they would send you the
Sounds like a bad sitcom.
the county makes money off of you by sending you to Wayside.
Right, of
So
course.
you're at the county jail. They put you on the bus when you're about to get
Grey
released. They put you on the Grey Goose, send you up there. They make about $5,000 off of you just driving you up there, and then can bring you right back.
Right.
So they'll send you up there. You'll chill for a couple weeks, and you come back and get released. So they go, well, you going up to Wayside? I'm like, God damn, because you go up there, it's just like Cambodia, that motherfucker.
Right.
And so, but the weird shit is me and my dad walking around. So you can get yourself together. Yeah, Dad. I get myself together. You go get yourself.
And welcome back to My Dad, My my cellmate.
My dad, my cellmate.
Yo, did you? Have you ever talked about this on stage?
Nah.
On Lifetime.
Entertainment presents.
It's so weird.
Oh,
that
you
somebody-
got to. It's hilarious. Like, for real, dude.
It's so weird that somebody told you that, because I like blocked all that shit
Oh,
out.
but no,
You should have
nigga.
seen your face. Like, you
It
just
was
smile.
like-
Like,
yes, it was
oh,
like-
this
It's
is
like,
true.
where I gonna go?
Memory.
That never happened. No, if a motherfucker told you, God damn, who is that?
And
Don't
then
worry.
this-
Nah, I just heard.
One of y'all put on the David Banner music. I heard the.
That's the Hulk sad.
That's the Hulk sad right there.
Hulk is sad.
That really fucking happened. And then we just walking around the yard. Yo,
My daddy and me.
What's today? Today's Monday. That was last night.
Let me
At
tell you
Laugh
about my
Factory.
best friend. Jail, man. Stop you from getting it in your butt, too. What? Don't let it rape me. I got you, son. Run, Speedy.
My daddy. How you including your daddy in the ass raping? You ass rape me and my daddy? No, I'm gonna ass rape you, nigga.
We share our cornbread too.
Family.
You over there playing with them lifers.
I don't like those new friends you've been hanging out with, the Aryans.
which really remind me
I
of the
don't
story.
like those friends, the Aryans. Speedy, don't bring that little Mexican boy by this cell no more.
All
How
this.
many times I gotta tell you clean the top bunk, Speedy?
Oh, you just gonna get a tattoo tier 2, huh? Cholo. I guess you won't be a cholo, huh?
It's Reach Around Radio. We have Anthony Anderson in the house and Marlon Wayans. The phone lines are
Good
open.
night, Daddy.
323
Pretty mouth.
965 1600. I'm the poetess.
Yes, you are.
Reach Around
Reach
Radio.
around radio.
What's up, dog?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
Nat Turner, the slave.
He's back. He's on Facebook.
Hey, y'all got
Hey,
some
slave abolition.
Hey, y'all doing better than the
You
Fox
feel your
Soul.
quota?
He's an African, though.
He said what, dog?
He said we doing better than the
Somali.
foxhole. Nigga, the foxhole. Okay, cool.
Hey, them niggas way more famous than them B2K niggas.
Yeah. Well, look here. Johnny Mac not here. That's why.
Hey, man.
You notice what's missing. You notice what's missing.
I want to ask Marlon Wayans.
I didn't smell Hennessy. Where's Johnny Mac?
Yo, old boy said he want to ask you a question, Marlon.
I have never seen Johnny Mac not drunk.
You still ain't gonna say. Got a question for you.
What's happening?
Yeah, man, you know, big fan. I wanted to ask you, would you guys be working with Pops in the future?
Oh, John Witherspoon's my man. I'll probably write some movie and put him in it. Definitely. I love John.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, y'all got some great chemistry, man.
And he's a great dude, man. He's just like everybody's drunk father.
Yes. Is that it?
That was him.
Aren't you
Yeah, all
guys?
right, man. Yeah, good night, man.
Thank you,
Nat
Matt.
Turner. Seattle.
Marlon, aren't you guys working on a new sitcom?
I have a deal right now to do a sitcom with ABC, so I'm writing that, and as we speak, I should be home writing. That's why I was trying to creep to before y'all kidnapped me and put me in the
Didn't we make you come in here?
black
Radio.
room with foam on the walls.
So how do you?
And a little kid on the turntables.
How big of an influence do you feel in Living Color was, and did you guys have any idea that you guys would birth so many A-list stars?
I think Keenan had a vision of that. Keenan was just, a magical dude, just in terms of he let you know what you were capable of doing, and he filled you with the confidence that you can do it, and the knowledge that with hard work and perseverance, anything can happen. And that went from me to my brother Sean, and we wasn't even in the talented Wayans, and we did well. Then with James,
SW1, he was very talented.
he's a hell of a lip sync on it. But that flowed into me. I mean, all the like Jamie, Jim,
Tommy Davidson.
David Allen Greer.
Damon. And even the dancers did well. Jennifer Lopez, she had the ass. Carrie Naka has no ass, and she's making money.
Wow.
Wow.
You remember the
So
story when I don't want to throw him in the bus, but fuck it. AJ Jamal did the table read and he fucked up. And,
Oh, yeah,
David
'cause he
Allen
couldn't
Greer
read.
said, Yeah, David Allen Greer said, somebody needs to get hooked on us, homie. And I mean, it's in the middle of a table read,
Yeah.
and people were running out the fucking thing. So,
Yeah, man.
And David used to come down the hallways, and if the extras are in the hallways, he's like, "Get your fucking asses in the room, you fucking extras!" And they'd be like, "Oh my god!" I said, "David's cool. He ain't
David
really like
was
that."
so funny. Like,
Oh my god,
that whole crew, man. Everybody on that show, it was
Yeah.
like camp. Everybody was out there having a good time, and you felt like it was a playground where you could just go be you and go
Man.
have fun. And he brought the best out of all of us.
And you know what was really good about the show, because I did the warm up on there. Is that when you guys would do the second take, which was everybody just ad lib.
Oh, yeah.
The first one was scripted,
Yeah.
and then Keenan would be like, just go for it in a second. And they always kept a second or third takes.
He would
because those were off
say,
the chain.
put something in your back pocket.
Yeah.
So you always had other options for jokes, because with a laugh, you get that laugh one time real hard. If you hear a joke again, it's just not as funny for some reason.
Yeah.
But what Keenan was smart about was put something in the back pocket, so it kept the audience engaged. And we did that same thing on Wayans Brothers. I rarely did the same thing twice. Like, I would do it, and then I would do something completely different off script. I didn't know where the fuck I was going. I was just hoping Sean was going to be with me.
And most shows don't let you do that. You
That's why you got to produce your shows.
Yeah.
Now, what about films, though? Do you guys get to improv in films at all?
In my movie, I wrote it and I produced it.
Only in Wayans movies.
It's true. I let like Cedric, man. Cedric comes in my movie and he just kills it.
You just let him go.
Let him off the chain.
Is there a reason I wasn't in that movie?
Only one big black nigga at a time.
You lost the weight.
That's what happened. Only one skinny black nigga at a time. And now you're medium, and it's weird.
Medium.
Fell out of your neck.
And you guys both worked with Jim Carrey, so how's it
Yeah.
working with him? And Anthony, did you film that in Rhode Island, right?
Yeah, we did. Rhode Island and
where
a
I'm
bunch of other places. That's where you from?
Yeah.
Jim was cool. You know, Jim's a giving actor. You know, Jim would, and what you would think about Jim is that the directors would yell action, and he just comes in and just bounces off the walls, and they hope to catch something remotely funny. There was a specificity to Jim's work.
Wow,
and
how did he say that shit?
Wow, yeah, you know
I'd have
that.
fucked that right on up.
That's word with friends.
Wow, that is words with friends. Nigga, that's a triple word score right there.
and I'm pretty sure, you know, Jim had that specificity when he was working
You're going to have to stop saying that word.
on In Living Color. And that and just the detail and everything that he did, everything he did, no matter how silly or off the wall it was, or you think it is, had a purpose.
Yeah.
And there was a reason.
Yeah.
And there was a reason
He was
for
cool
him doing
too.
it.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
We have some calls.
Caller?
But Marlon, hold on.
Yes.
Marlon, were you mad at me for doing Scary Movie 3?
I wasn't happy with anybody black.
Okay,
How about this? Listen,
Because we never spoke about this, so let's talk about it now.
I wasn't happy with anybody black that knew me, that was in, around, or about, related to,
Before we get to
or
that call.
named in Scary Movie 3.
Okay.
But here's the thing. That was youth. Because the reality is, nigga, get your check.
Right.
And I'm not saying it wasn't good. I love you.
Right.
The movie was shit. I love you. I love you. And it had nothing to do with y'all. But honestly, I wasn't mad at you. It was funny because it was Regina, it was, Kev, it was you. But I wasn't, it's how they try to put you against each other. And at youth, when you 20-something-year-old and somebody's stealing your franchise, now you get a little upset. But the reality of it is, nigga, I'm past that. I don't give a shit.
But we had never spoke about that, but it had gotten back to me, and I was like, what the fuck, I'm mad at me for about it. But it
was young.
I understand. But let me tell you this though.
Why you think why did Lil Wayne throw a bottle? Why did Drake throw a bottle at Chris Brown? They wouldn't do that at 40.
And no, exactly.
At 20-something, they do dumb shit. Yeah. We 40.
No,
it's
exactly.
I was young and dumb, and it was go get your money.
No, but let me explain
I was
from
more
my
mad
standpoint.
that they put dreads on you and gave you a bad script.
So the thing is, I signed on to do the movie because I thought it was still the Wayans franchise. I had no idea.
Oh, they pulled the rug under you.
Yeah, I had no idea that you guys weren't a part of that shit. And then they pulled a Speedy.
It wasn't until Fast Eddie Griffin looked like it wasn't until they had that nigga in a ball suit with that black pin in his head. And the teacher like, okay, we're Marlon Shaw on that.
So Anthony, you only did it because you thought that they were involved. Because I heard you knew that they weren't involved and you still did it.
No, you didn't hear that.
I've known him since college.
Yeah, that's why I asked him. That's why I asked him because we've never spoke about this. And I heard rumblings and shit.
This is an exclusive.
This
I'm
is
like, why's my man
Speedy.
upset with me for getting the check? And then I was like, but
Anthony, do that again.
what's what?
You did shit.
That matter of factly. Yeah. Stop starting shit. Say that shit. Say that shit for your VH1 show. Don't throw a bottle at T.I.'s life.
So I just had to throw that right now so we can say that because
we got an exclusive.
And shit. And so when it came to me, I was like, yo, I would love to do that shit with my niggas. And I signed the dotted line. Then I find out
I was 20 something.
It ain't even y'all no more.
I was 28 or 29 when that whole transaction happened with the Scary Movie. And honestly, it was a great lesson for me, a great learning experience. I was upset at first.
Well, tell us how sad you were and how
upset.
you felt and how upset you were with the rest of Black Hollywood.
Oh, it hurt me. It wasn't Black Hollywood. I hated all
Just
Hollywood.
the niggas that did the movie.
Can we?
But I hate the niggas. But I do love the Jews.
You and me both.
This message is kosher.
Yo, can we talk about how it was stolen, how it was taken from you? What happened?
It's
how
a
was
whole
it no longer
process.
than your
Well,
shit?
what happened was me and my brother did Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2.
Right.
We created it, we did it, and and part 2, it was really funny, but they rushed it. They wanted it by next summer, so it took us 2.5 years to do the first one. That's why first Scary Movie 1's a movie. Scary Movie 2 is it's a confection. It's just it's like a comedian going on stage and just doing dick and pussy jokes, knowing that it's gonna rock. Somebody gonna laugh at a dick and a pussy. You can just say dick and a pussy. Look, I got 3 people laughing.
Right.
So it's just hitting in the right hand. So what happened was part 3 came along, and the Weinsteins wanted to get it for a price, and we're like, no, you guys made $1 billion on the franchise up until now, so you got to pay. And they was like, fuck you, we're going to somebody else. And so we read on Christmas Day that they're doing it with some dudes that stole the first one from us.
Wow.
And so it's a whole history. So what happened? Yeah, and so we're like, all right, cool. And so we left it alone, and then we had a pitch that we was gonna go out to the town with, and we was like, you know what? And their Scary Movie that they was gonna do was bombing out. It was like Lord of the Brooms, some stupid shit. And me and my brother was like, you know what? Let's sit with the guys in good faith and tell them that, here's the idea we was gonna do. So we had Alien Flick, and then we had White Chicks. Right. And we told them, if we do this deal, and we went and sat down with them, it's gonna cost you X. And so we went to do the deal, and they said, okay, great, we're gonna do the deal. This is Weinstein, we're gonna do the deal, blah, blah, blah. So we sit down with those guys, they say, okay, cool. We pitch in the movie, they go, we love them both. And then they come to us with half of what we made on Scary Movie 1.
Right.
So we go out to the town, and everybody on town bids for both movies.
Right.
And at the last minute, and the big prices, like we talk about 20 per picture. And so at the last minute, Bob and Harvey wanted to jump in, and we was like, fuck you. I'd rather do it for 19 with Revolution. And so we went on to do that with Revolution and White Chicks. And then what happened was Bob and Harvey took our idea that we pitched them and did a bullshit-ass version of it, which is what became Scary Movie 3.
Right.
And they went and got everybody in it, and they made it for fucking $80-60 million. And it costs a lot to make a little. And so part 4, it's just diminishing results at a point. And so my beef I don't even have a beef with them now. I wish them all, I wish the whole franchise love. It's like it's like a child that you raise and you create, and you go, look, it's 18, how great is it? Oh my God. And then you go and you send it to college, and you go and visit in college, and it's sucking dick.
And his name is Speedy.
All right. We got some calls. We got some calls. Thanks for sharing some insight with us.
What's your name and where you're calling from? And are you sucking dick?
For crack.
In school.
Man, this is Dante in D.C. I had a great joke for Speedy.
Comedian.
He sound like Lou Dix reminiscent about all the shit he did in 1990.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Why is this pick on Speedy Day?
Poor Speedy.
But 1990 was a good year.
Great year.
It was.
Good year. Wayans Brothers was created in 1990.
What's up, Marlon? Y'all chilling? Everybody good? Just Universal. I mean, y'all made it. Y'all still ain't shit, though.
I ain't shit. But guess what? We more shit than you ain't shit.
Yeah, you gotta be out your mind.
Thank you, Dante. Next call.
Put that on your pizza, punk.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hey, this is Antonio from the DMV.
Hey, Antonio.
What's happening, everybody? Hey, I just chimed on Ustream a few minutes ago to catch the show, and I was seeing that everybody was dropping dimes, nickels, quarters, and $half on Speedy earlier, so I'm mad I missed it. But
Anthony,
man, I'm definitely
you can watch the replay.
I loved you in Law and Order, and Marlon. Well, I had a quick question for you, though, Marlon. Are you and your family anyway, or were anyway tied with the rebirth or the new reincarnation of In Living Color that was supposed to come out?
Yeah, we actually were, but my brother, for some reason, they're not doing it anymore.
talent.
So yeah, it's not the same. That was a special time in history.
Yeah.
When you get that much talent.
1990, nickel.
Yeah, they don't make niggas like that no more. They don't make talent like that. Everybody want to go on YouTube and think that that's going. Hey,
Right.
YouTube does not mean you're funny. It means some people find you funny, but it takes 20 years to cultivate a comedic point of view and perspective. I'm just now getting to my point of view, and it takes you a long time. People live on a stage in dark rooms trying to make drunk people laugh, and it takes a while before you tell that one joke that makes the world laugh. And this shit is a science. So all this other shit, they ain't doing it no more. That's why Living Color can't be nowadays, because people ain't got that discipline to do what everybody did back in that time.
So they're still doing it, but just not with you guys.
No,
So not at all.
Not at all.
So it just fell apart.
No talent.
The talent, it's not. There was some talent. Like my boy, there was a couple of my friends that was on there. Like Sydney's funny. Sydney's Castillo is funny.
Yeah, Sydney's
and there's a couple of talent people. But it's not just the talent in terms of the actors.
Okay.
It's the writers too.
Writers, you gotta have some
it takes a
writers.
lot.
Chemistry, too.
And then it's the point of view, and then it's the oversaturation of sketch right now.
You're right.
If I can do something like that because I'd be writing everything and I'd be in it, so I know sketch and I've been seasoned for 25 years in this game. I could do it, but you can't get some young cats that just never did it and go, hey man, they don't know what to do.
Be great at sketch real quick.
We have another call.
Caller,
Be great is the hardest shit ever right now.
Caller, what's your name?
Give me a great character.
I want to say something real fast.
Tell these niggas to shut up.
You suck my dick and get off the air. Fuck you. Go pay your phone bill and fuck your mama. Listen.
Damn.
Hey, before you say that, I'd ask you out there, what's up with the Richard Pryor story? Are you doing that or not?
I'm gonna tell you about that right after I tell you about this. A Haunted House comes in theaters January 11th. January 11th, and it's really funny. I wrote, star, produce the movie with my producer partner Rick Alvarez. Mike Titus directs it. Me, Cedric the Entertainer, Essence Atkins, Nick Swartzen, Dave Keckner, Afion Crockett. It's basically Paranormal Activity if it happens to a black couple. It's
Hilarious.
really funny. It's a horror comedy. It's not on some scary movie shit. My shit is on some other shit. And God bless Scary Movie for whatever they're doing. It's not me. I'm not doing it.
I say fuck them.
No, I say fuck them too. And
All right.
when Anthony say fuck him, he mad they put him in the dredge. Fuck y'all.
That hot ass wig.
Y'all go check out A Haunted House in theater, January 11th.
Yes.
Richard Pryor movie. I've been on stage for 2.5 years because I never was a stand-up comedian.
Yes, I know that.
And then I started doing stand-up 2.5 years ago, and now I'm touring and I'm doing it, and I love it. But I don't know what's happening with the movie. But I will say this: the journey of I used to want to play a great, right? And that's why I was doing the stand-up.
Right.
But now I caught a bug and I want to be a great. So I'm gonna let my stuff cultivate, and I'm gonna grow and stay in the gym. And in 10 years, 20 years, I hope to be something special in stand-up. But right now, I'm just a young rookie talking shit on stage. But come see me. I'm gonna be in December 9th. I'll be in December 6th. I'll be up in Dallas with my brother Sean at the Houston Improv. I'll be at the Dallas.
Ain't you gonna be in El Cajon?
I'll be in El Cajon
This
Casino
Saturday.
this Saturday,
Okay.
December.
What's your brother?
Where's that?
El Cajon. It's out near San Diego. I don't know El Cajon.
Because I go to casinos. So
It's like Spanish for Indian or something. El Cajon. I don't know.
Spanish for jackpot.
Yeah. come watch. It's gonna be a good show.
We have another call.
Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from?
Hey, this is Ali from Vegas.
Hey, Ali.
I'll be in Vegas December 29th and 30th at the Orleans Hotel with my brother Sean.
Go ahead.
My people work up there.
Can I open it open?
Okay, don't tell them to give you a free ticket. Make them give you half price. I like the money.
Hey, I wanted to ask Anthony Anderson, at the time that they was doing that thing with In Living Color, where were you in your career, and what was your impressions of In Living Color at that time?
Oh, man, I was at Howard University.
Yeah.
Marlon and I were both at Howard University, man, and at the time,
that badass acting program.
at the time, I mean, you could watch In Living Color and see that it was innovative, ahead of its time and trailblazing. They never professed to reinvent the wheel. They did something fresh yet familiar, and the shit was just crazy. It goes back, Carol Burnett, Saturday Night Live, shit like that. I remember being in the bowling alley, the whole bowling alley stopped playing bowling playing boat. Stopped bowling to watch In Living Color the night it premiered. We just happened to be out at a bowling party and shit shut down to watch this show.
At Howard, every
Marlon,
niggas was scared.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. Listen to what the fuck we say.
We used to scatter like roaches. When In Living Color was on, everybody was just like, we used to scatter like roaches to our dorms to watch it. And I was In Living Color's brother, so you know niggas hated me. I had professors that would be like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, they would specifically do lessons and go, today's lesson, we're gonna talk about minstrel shows.
Wow.
Like In Living Color. And the dude was looking
They
dead
sure
at my
did.
face.
They
and
sure
I'm sitting there with a
like
Living
that.
Color jacket, and he would dog and call my brothers coons and minstrels and pickaninnies and cotton nannies. And then at the end of the class, he goes, now, brother, can you give this script to me? I think he could do something with it.
It's the Christmas episode, homie.
The Christmas episode.
I'll give a story. We did In Living Color, and Peoples was on the show, Mario Van Peoples. So this is right when the Posse was banging. So Mario's
nigga Posse was never banging.
I was about to say.
It was coming out.
Yeah,
okay.
It was coming out. So I'm walking down the hallway, and the door is open. And Mario goes, "Psst, can you help me with my lines?" And I walk in. The lighting's very dark, and Mario got his shirt off. I'm like, "Ain't this a bitch?" I'm holding my script like this. I'm like,
Did he have a candle burning?
Yes, he did. So I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And all I'm hearing Keenan, and everybody's like, Speedy, we need you at the front because they ready to start the show. I'm like, ain't this a motherfucker?
Mario, where in the sketch do you pour candle wax all over your body? Where is that?
Speedy, talk slower.
So I'm doing the fucking lines, and he finally let me out the room, and I see Fox. He's like, nigga, they looking for you. Where the fuck you been? I said, I've been stuck in fucking Mario People's room, and I couldn't get out.
You should have said, here, Jamie, go help him with his line.
Oh, man. Hilarious.
Caller,
Man, I
we on the call?
Can we turn the lights up,
Caller,
Mario?
what's your name?
Caller,
Please.
what's your name? Where you calling
Hey,
from?
how you doing?
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Remy Man. I'm calling from Texas.
Hey, Remy man.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm shouting y'all out on Twitter, but I just want to let y'all know, keep up the good work. It's a real good show. I'm a real big fan.
Thank
There you go.
Thank you, Remy man.
Very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the love.
What was one of the weird stories you had about In Living Color? About being there?
A weird story?
Yeah.
I remember one time, okay. One time, my brother got so mad at me for this. But when I was, I used to come visit in Living Color. I was like 17 years old through 19 years old. You know, I remember watching a pilot and seeing all this greatness happening. Like, this show is going to be hilarious. And so when I went down there, it was my brother's show. I wasn't thinking like network executives and all that. So I go down there and just chill, and that was Keenan. So I went into Keenan's dressing room, and I had the shit. And it was one of them college shits, because I was eating college food like fat burgers, and it was one of those that came out unshoed, just pop. And I took this shit, and then I passed out underneath his underneath his sofa, and my brother came in his dressing room, and it smelled like shit.
Right.
And he had Peter Chernin and Barry Diller.
Wow.
With him, and he said, "What the fuck is going on?" He went in his bathroom, and the shit was still in the toilet. Like looking at him, like, "Hey, Keenan, you wanna run lines?" So my brother went all around looking, because he was like, who the fuck shit? He was ready to fire Sean. I heard him screaming at Sean, but I was too tired to wake up. And he goes, who the hell shit in my room? And then he looked underneath the couch.
That's funny.
And I was sleeping with my pants unbuttoned, and all he could do was just shake his head and laugh and just go, fuck my life, man.
Drop.
When I auditioned for In Living Color, and Keenan brings me in the office. He goes,
What happened?
He said, I said, well, did I get it? He's like, no, but we have warm up. You want to do warm up? I was like, I don't know what warm up is, but I'll do it. He's like, yeah, you do the warm up.
There's a check involved.
Yeah.
Just know you don't have to rob anybody, and you won't be serving time.
And they used to film twice a week.
Yeah.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yes,
and
sir.
people would stand in line, rain, shine, just to be In Living Color.
Yeah.
And y'all used to get a lot of thugs.
2 shows a week?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
We used to
it'd
get
be
thugs,
scary.
and I'd be up there, and they'd be like, hey, dog, them niggas ain't funny as y'all. And them motherfuckers ain't shit, nigga. I'm funny in them motherfuckers. I'm like, oh shit. And white people like, oh my God, can we leave now? Or
yeah, that's back in the NW. Oh, so you just spread that love all over the place.
And I love you more than Marlon does.
That's all my special. I'm putting my dick back in my pants.
Oh, wow. I just calling to say hi. Just was listening.
Oh, fuck the rest of the people here.
Follow up me on Twitter at Marlon L. Wayans,
I'm sorry, I just tuned in. I don't know who's all there. I just knew those two were there.
Oh, the regular cast.
Yeah, just the regular.
Renee, are you following me and Marlon on Twitter?
I'm following Marlon. I just started following him today. I just got on Twitter.
And make sure you follow Reach Around Radio, official.
Okay, well, follow me, baby. Since you love me, follow me.
And your Twitter again, Anthony?
All right.
At Anderson Anthony, baby.
At Anthony. Okay, I'll follow you.
No, not at Anthony. At Anderson Anthony. You about to fuck it all up. You gotta follow somebody else. Anderson Anthony.
You're following a white guy, Anthony Anderson.
Yeah. Anderson Anthony, damn it. You got it?
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Write it down.
Baby, my name is Anthony Anderson. Just put it in reverse. Anderson Anthony.
There you
She
go.
called from the bathroom, though.
Thank you, Renee. Next call.
All right, caller, what's your name?
Lodi, I must say that you have a very fuckable Twitter profile pic.
Why, thank you.
Like on a bad, like if my Pornhub wasn't working, I would so jerk off on this.
I need some material, quick.
I would so jerk off on
I
this.
go to
And you have a
Pornhub.
very fuckable last name.
All right, cool. Thank you. Works for me. It's worked for years. Hello.
Thank you.
Next call.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
You have a fuckable last name? Wayans?
It's fuckable.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't know.
It really is.
Caller, what's your name?
I mean, I'm in it now. I'm reading.
Which one?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Did you beat one?
Hello?
No.
Oh, I thought one that got you. I was
No.
gonna say, tell me who.
No.
We hear
I had to
Pimp
keep
talk.
your brother
Pimp,
to
we
move
hear
on
you?
time. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this Eric in Dallas.
Hey, Eric.
In Dallas.
What's up, everybody? Reach Around Radio.
What's
Speedy,
happening?
Poe, this Claudia TD.
Audience wasn't big enough, and so therefore I'd rather spoof something that has a much bigger audience, like the Paranormal, that make $150 million per picture, than to spoof something that makes $25 to $30 million per
What
picture.
you trying to say?
Speak on it.
I'm just saying that I'm a businessman, and in the businessman light of things, I like to see the $100 million mark.
That's right.
Hey.
Hey, I was cast in Don't Be a Menace to South Central by drinking your juice in the hood.
Really?
I was the DMV driver, but I was a must join for SAG, and I was so broke that I couldn't join SAG at the time. I was station 12, and they gave it to the other dude. And didn't that other dude pass away in the car accident or something like
Yeah,
that?
he sure did.
Yeah, I remember that soon after that.
Yeah, he did.
So you
he did.
booked it and then you couldn't do it because of
I booked it and then I couldn't do it because
He was
I
the
was
driving instructor.
I wasn't a member
right.
of SAG. I was a must join for SAG. I got and that would have been my first job in Hollywood.
Wow.
And I got it, and I didn't have the $1,200 that it took to join SAG.
You know, me and Zave, you know that scene and when Damien smokes the weed and he dies, and then I go past that shit.
Yeah.
That happened to me and Zave. Me and Zave, we hit this wall where we had to rewrite shit, and we was just so fucking tired. And I don't even smoke weed. I was like, fuck it, let's light this up. I lit up some weed. This nigga took a hit, and he threw up and damn near died. And he was on the ground convulsing, and I said, oh, shit. Pass that I thought that was Uncle Ray Murphy.
Nigga, I thought that was
That
Lil
is
Silas.
Battle Cat. That is legendary West Coast legend DJ Battle Cat. He's gonna come back in a second.
Yes, sir.
But anyway.
Once again, tell me about your movie. Marlon, tell me about your movie again.